responsible for putting the magazine together this year. Can we have some house lights for just a second? If you were one of those people that worked on the selection committee, if you were a representative from your school, we even had parents involved this year in the typing. I'm not going to recognize you by name. This is an evening that we are going to recognize students, but if you're here, Roger, I know I saw you. Marilyn, a couple of y'all have to recognize my name to get you to stand up. If you're here this evening, I'd appreciate you to stand up. You're recognized. His faculty and staff are to be commended for their contributions as well. Mr. Chuck Lakely, who's coordinating the ROTC this evening at Handley Parking. Marsha Alexander, Home Ec Department, coordinated the reception we'll be moving to after the program this evening. Mr. George Kinney in the lighting booth up there, and for all his work here in the auditorium, we'd like to thank him as well. Stage with us this evening, and without her this evening would not have been possible. Ms. Karen Zurich from New Challenge School arranged the entire program for this evening, and I'd really appreciate if you join me in a real robust round of applause for Karen. If you'd stand I owe Karen a lot for this. And last, I'm going to take a point of personal privilege here and thank my husband, who is a very patient, kind, and understanding man. He endured all the evening hours that I spent putting the magazine together, and I'd just like to say a personal thank you, Jim. This time I'm going to turn the program over to you. Thank you.
I too would like to welcome everyone here this evening, especially the students. For tonight we are celebrating one of my most favorite aspects of humankind, and that's the creative spirit. I urge all of the students here to continue to nurture your dreams and images, continue to put them on paper, and share them with the world. Remember, it's okay if you draw out of the lines or if you misspell a word too. Most importantly, your ideas deserve the basic right to be heard and seen. To begin this evening's program, I would like to introduce our musical accompaniment. It's a trio called Unique. The first selection is a Baroque piece, and I'm sure many of you have heard it. It's Canon in D by Pachelbel. Thank you. quality and varied theatrical productions to the United States and specifically to Southwest Florida. As the artistic director for the Oslo Theater, Ms. Margaret Booker has created and nurtured an environment for hundreds of working artists and for the general public to experience. Many of you are familiar with Ms. Booker's work at the Oslo and have seen some of the plays she has selected and several she has directed over the past 2 seasons. 2 of my favorites have been Centerburg Tales, which many students from Charlotte County and other counties have seen through the Access to the Arts program, and Ingmar Bergman's Nora. Ms. Booker's list of artistic achievements throughout the world is indeed lengthy, but personally, I think one of the most admirable aspects about Ms. Booker is that she takes risks and produces world premieres. With unknown works, audience attraction and attendance are not guaranteed. It does, however, provide opportunities for living playwrights. For the past 4 years, Ms. Booker has worked with the Eugene O'Neill National Playwrights Conference, directing and developing new works in Stamford, Connecticut, and bringing some of them in Sarasota. Her background is equally as interesting as her current life and also reflects her commitment to making all types of theater available to American audiences. Originally from the West Coast, Ms. Booker founded and directed the Intimate Theater in Seattle. There she presented 3 international festivals, which involves producing works from other countries and hosting foreign playwrights and foreign directors in America. In the past, she has hosted works from Scandinavian countries, Germany, and also Latin America. Rightfully so, Time Magazine has recognized Ms. Booker as Newsmaker of Tomorrow. She is the recipient of a Fulbright Scholarship and worked with Ingmar Bergman in Sweden, which most definitely gave the Oslo's recent production of Nora powerful insights. Soon she will be in New York City once again, and this time it will not be to hold auditions and cast plays for the Oslo, but as serving on the selection board and reviewing plays for the upcoming Tonys. I've asked Ms. Booker for several reasons to be our speaker this evening. First of all, listening to her speak is like reading a good book. Secondly, I can't think of a better person who represents creativity and inspiration. But she is also someone who grabs hold of inspiration and through hard work turns the images and dreams into a living, finished product, which hundreds of people may not only see but experience. Ladies and gentlemen, and future authors and artists, I proudly present our speaker this evening, the Artistic Director of the Oslo Theater, Ms. Margaret Booker.